Chapter 5, A Day in the Life of Theater. Theater has ensembles and may be of a repertory group. Ensembles are a group of people who work to make a play possible, and repertory are the group of plays performed by a theater company in the course of a season. Some theaters are repertory theaters where they perform a group of plays in a season. And this was the kind of theater that was in the analysis of Chapter 5. Chapter 5 goes hour by hour through the one day in the life of a theater. 9 a.m. is Entering Springfield Ensemble Repertory by Ghost Light. A ghost light is a single light left in the middle of the stage on for safety reasons. At 9 a.m. they unlock and start to clean up and get ready for the day. 10 a.m. is checking on wardrobes and planning for the next season. The costume shop is for maintenance and upkeep of the wardrobe/costumes. During this hour, the literary manager goes through and selects potential plays for the next season. The literacy manager also manages between playwrights, agents, and the theater. Producer during this hour financially backs the theater or finds ways to fund the theater through ticket sales and or other creative means. Artistic director at 10 o'clock is in charge of all creative vision of the future of the theater. At 11 a.m., rehearsing and building the show begins. The stage manager runs the show by performance and takes notes, recording blocking, schedules for rehearsals, and assists during auditioning. The responsibilities of the stage manager include getting coffee, enforcing safety rules, and many times the stage manager has assistants. A flat is a standard scenery made of wooden frames covered with canvas, muslin, or thin plywood. These are used to set a stage for a scene. During the 11 a.m., the technical director supervises the construction crew, the painters, carpenters, electricians, stitchers, wig makers, and more, collectively known as the tech crew. At noon, fundraising and designing and sewing. Drapers study the costumes, designs, and drawings and renderings in order to best cut the fabric into patterns that realize the design of the era that they are going for. Stitchers sew the fabric patterns together and create costumes. They also build or find rehearsal costumes. Prop masters are the creator of all props or properties and objects that the actors may handle while on stage, such as pens, fans, umbrellas. This also includes set props, which include sofas, chairs, beds, and anything else you could see on stage. Prop masters find and buy props for the productions. The prompt book is where every aspect of the production is included. This will have notes about everything and anything in the theater. Rehearsal report. This is an email that lets the entire ensemble know how the rehearsal went and informs the ensemble on any concerns or ideas that arise. This email is sent by the stage manager. Assistant stage managers conduct technical rehearsals, authorize understudy calls for brush-up rehearsals, and cues examples on when to go on. Performance report. Emails including any problem that occurs during a performance and needs to be fixed before the next one. 1 p.m. More rehearsing. The musical director supervises all aspects of a musical and conducts the orchestra during the performance. Choreographers teach the sequence of steps and the movements in the stage performance. Movement coaches teach periodical movement, and there may be fight directors, experts in staging safe, realistic, make-believe fights to stage combat, such as sword fights. Vocal coaches may be involved. They teach the actors how to speak clearly with projection and preservation of their voices for the run of the show. They may also help actors achieve their clear accents. 2 p.m. Creating sets and sounds and advising the director. The sound designer perfects sounds and effects for performance. The set designer designs sets months ahead of time for tech crews to work on building. Dramaturg. These people ensure the historical context of a play. 3 p.m. Attending meetings and creating a mission statement. Mission statement is a concise and clear statement declaring the terms of the theater and the mission that they hope to accomplish. 4 p.m. Publicizing a play and fitting costumes. Publicity department promotes the next play. And the wardrobe department makes sure that every costume fits every actor. 5 p.m. Brainstorming a concept. Concept meeting is an artistic gathering held long before the play is cast or the sets and costumes designed. Concept meetings are brainstorms of different possibilities for the next play. 6 p.m. Preparing for the evening performance. Call. This is the time the actors arrive to the theater. Curtain is the time that the play starts. Actors do hair and makeup, and the props are double checked. Lights and sound are also checked during this time. 7 p.m. Opening the house. The house is theater lingo for the audience seating. The green room, which is the waiting room for the actors. This is where they will be until they are backstage. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. Murphy's Law is very real in the theater. There have been many times where things have gone wrong. For example, in the play West Side Story, once the gun didn't fire. The props manager didn't check the gun before a performance, and the gun didn't fire when Chino is to be shot. So they improvised by saying that he had poisoned shoes instead of being shot by a gun that wouldn't fire. The next performance, the gun was extra carefully examined and worked on any slight movement. So the next performance, the gun fired off when Maria was having it at the end of the play, and she ended up going to jail as a murderer. Things happen at the theater. 8 p.m. Performing the first act. Stagehands backstage help set up the scenery, the sets. Dressers help the actors make costume changes quickly. Riggers mount and operate all curtains. The legs of the curtains are the side of the stage. Teasers are the curtains that frame the top of the stage, and scrims are mesh curtains that make the stage appear opaque and also transparent depending on where they are based on the lights. Cyclorama are the U-shaped curtains, and the riggers control all of these. 9 p.m. Performing the final act. During intermission, the actors make their way back to the dressing room and get a touch-up on their makeup and may have also a change in wardrobe. The actors also drink lots of water to keep the vocal cords moist. Many scenes change and lighting changes may happen. The stage manager calls all the shots on when anything happens. 10 p.m. Clearing out. The actors take off their makeup and costumes. The audience leaves their seats. The box office adds up the ticket sales and the audience attendance. 11 p.m. Bringing out the ghost light. Once everything is finished, the janitor will bring out the ghost light, put it back in place in the middle of the stage for safety, and lock the building. And that is a day in the life of a theater.